Hello, my name is Josephine Shepard, owner and practitioner at Integrative Therapies and Consulting in the Live in Awe community. So, welcome to the Live in Awe YouTube channel if this is your first time visiting. And I'm taking a moment in order to introduce you to a video clip that's going to be attached to this intro that is from our Live in Awe community, and it is based on the soulful living and wisdom aspects. We do have a monthly newsletter that is called Soulful Living and Wisdom. So you're welcome to subscribe to our website in order to receive that and access our blog. It's actually now published on our blog. And we also have our community, a private community through the website, which this video that I'm about to show you is from. So just to give you an idea of what we do and how important it is in today's day and age to really be soulfully present and to practice that more and more. We're not looking for perfection. Obviously, it takes time to change our patterns. We have had our society that has been focused on a certain level of egoic interaction and decision making. And we're really in a time of change where we are awakening in a way that is beyond anything we've experienced before, awakening to ourselves, to each other as being connected, caring more about how we actually affect one another, how we care for ourselves, being more holistic and embodied, soulfully minded, right? Conscious living. So without further ado, I would like to share this video clip with you, and I hope that you find some benefit out of it. You have a blessed day.
Good morning. One of the things that can help us to focus and be present in the moment is to actually be present. When I get up in the morning and work around the yard a little bit and the little garden, and it's the start of a fresh new day, right? I don't know if you can hear them with the microphone or not, but it's a variety of birds chattering, having their talks, calling to each other. And that's happening right now. The activity of even watering the plants. And just noticing the most simplistic things, how the water flows out of the hose, right? The different types of birds, the different types of calls and chirping and singing that they do. It can call to our own heart and soul, to encourage us to just appreciate life. And that appreciating these little things does actually add up. Because incrementally, the only moment that's happening and arriving is right before us. So the opportunity to look around, and not just look at things like the trees or the bushes or the plants or the birds or even the sky, to find a reason to be present or to appreciate this world, this life. They are a reflection of that which we can appreciate. And it's easier to do that when we're feeling grounded, feeling like we're actually embodying our physical body. And you can recognize that in the difference from being more in the head, you know. When we talk about the progressive relaxation in meditations, right? The progressively observing, being in the body, that helps us to recognize the difference from being in our head, where intellectually, right, I can be looking at the tomato plant and thinking about the color of the leaves or the fruit that's starting to bear or the flowers from the perspective of, is it healthy? What should I do with it or to it? Is it producing properly, right? That's intellectual. And it's not to disparage anything about the intellect. But one of the things that helps to bring ourselves into more soulful and conscious living is to develop for ourselves more of a balance between being in our head, doing the intellectual thing, and being present. You know, like the tomato plant. Yes, I purchased the plant at the store and I put it in the ground and I have watered it and I have given it some nutrients that I felt intellectually would benefit the plant in its growth. And sometimes we get caught up in saying, well, I grew that plant, but I didn't grow the plant. The plant grew itself. You know, the life force and source energy in the plant and in the earth and in the environment, all these different elements supported its growth. Now, I was a cooperative component in the experience, you know, bringing it home, planting it into the ground, participating by watering, but I didn't grow the plant, right? I didn't, even if I had grown it from a seed, I am not what gave that seed the life force energy that it produced into what it is now, or what it's even becoming. That's the same thing about our own lives, and not the physical body, yes, but not only just that, to really take in the fact that before we even came into this conscious life, this conscious awareness of being alive, the life that we are being expressed into this physical experience, we knew ourselves to be consciousness. I think about the memory that I have about being non-physical consciousness before coming into this life. And the difference between our, if you want to call it, our soul consciousness, right? Our spiritual awareness or consciousness, that is integrated into this physical vessel that we identify with as self. The difference is there is no elements of the perception of limitation. We don't tap into the frequencies of the emotions that we identify as fear or doubt. That experience is just within our vehicle, our vessel, that aids us in being able to identify and recognize when we are looking through the limited lens, which aids us as a bouncing off place in our evolving, soulful, evolving and expanding experience. Provided to us deliberately because in the unlimited, blended, merged version in our spiritual realm, that we are actually having this physical experience within. There's no separation. It's about perception. So even though having a memory of being the conscious, spiritual energy, awareness, soulful being that was preparing and becoming into this perceptual reality that is real, it is sourced, it is vital, it is aliveness and an expression of the aliveness that we are and that source energy is at all times. And being experienced of itself and of ourselves through our individualization as human beings, as the air we breathe, all the wonderful things that we get to translate through our senses that we identify as smell and taste and touch, that invokes the emotions of pleasure and appreciation. You know, it's love expressed. It's source, it's life expressed to be experienced. And as we experience each other, even between a human being and a plant, it's the witnessing that is part of the expansion, to be observed and seen through the experience of someone or something else, as well as the lived experience of being a self, a whatever we are, the human, the plant, the animal. Which all adds to our ability to translate things into something that we can identify. And then also gives us the opportunity in all of this collective awareness, add to the greater whole of expansion beyond what we can embody conceptually, intellectually, through the human perception. But we get to get a taste of that in different ways. And it's not something that we have to wait until we leave this body to experience. You know, we don't have to discover the moreness, right? The broader awareness of source or our soulful self after leaving the body, right? Part of the leading edge experience is to experience and expand with that viewpoint awareness right here, right now. So yes, I'm out this morning and I was inspired to share with you for our soulful moments. And so I'm not all dressed up. I'm out in the yard. Keep moving little hairs out of my face. So I'm glad we got to share this moment together. You might not be here in the physical moment in my yard with me, but whenever you share or see this video, we will have gotten to share some time together. And I love that. We'll see you next time.